Welcome to the deep dive. We cut through the noise, get you straight to the insights you actually need.
That's the plan.
And today, well, we're diving into something pretty essential for basically anyone involved in software development. If you're building code, debugging it, just navigating projects, chances are VS Code is kind of your home base.
Absolutely. It's become so central for so many developers.
But the real power, I think, the thing that makes it so good is that massive ecosystem of extensions.
Exactly. Though the sheer number of them, it can be a bit overwhelming, honestly. Where do you even start?
Yeah, totally. So that's our mission today. We want to give you a shortcut, basically, a curated look at the VS Code extensions we think will really make a difference, transform your workflow in 2025.
It's all about helping you code smarter, not just, grinding harder, making that whole development process feel smoother.
For sure. And whether you're, say, deep in front-end design or you're building out back-end systems, maybe you're just starting your coding journey. These tools, these insights, they're really designed to boost your productivity.
And improve code quality too, right? Lead to those aha moments where things just click.
Exactly. So we've picked out 10, well, a few more actually, but 10 main ones that we feel offer the most bang for your buck, the most immediate impact.
Sounds good. Let's dive in, counting down from number 10.
Let's do it. Okay, kicking us off at number 10, we have Prettier Code Formatter.
Ah, Prettier, a classic.
Right. I mean, imagine just not having to worry about indentation or line breaks or any of that fiddly stuff ever again.
Yeah, it's huge.
Prettier just handles it. It auto-formats your code when you save, makes it consistent, clean.
Readable, professional.
Exactly. It's such an immediate win for productivity, I find.
Oh, definitely. And the language support is fantastic,
Yeah.
JavaScript, CSS, HTML, JSON, loads of stuff. Plus, it plays so nicely with version control, which means less noise in your diffs, easier code reviews. It just saves hours of manual tweaking, honestly. And for teams, it just sets that baseline consistency. Everyone's code looks the same, which leads perfectly into using it with something like ESLint for ultimate code hygiene.
Right, good point. And that takes us straight to number 9, ESLint, the JavaScript linter.
Essential for JS and TypeScript DOs.
Yeah, think of it like a grammar checker, but for your JavaScript or TypeScript code.
That's a good way to put it. It's proactive. It doesn't just find potential bugs. It helps you stick to coding standards as you write.
So it stops problems before they even happen, like at runtime.
Pretty much. It guides you towards best practices, like the Airbnb style guide or Google's. It helps build that consistent, maintainable code base.
And you can customize it for your team, right?
Oh, yeah. That's super powerful. You can set up your own specific rules, your team's coding manifesto, basically, right there in the editor. It's like an invisible guide.
Nice. Okay, coming in at number 8, we've got GitLens Git Superpowers in VS Code.
GitLens! This one's amazing. It basically turns VS Code into a full-on Git GUI.
Yeah, you get so much insight without ever leaving your editor. Like, who changed this specific line of code, when, why?
Exactly. The blame annotations are right there, line by line. You see the author, the commit message, instantly.
No more git blame in the terminal and trying to match lines.
Nope. And you get commit history, diffs, all right there.
Yeah.
It's fantastic for understanding how code evolved or debugging tricky bits.
Or even just figuring out who to ask about a certain piece of code.
Right. And the inline comments feature adds another layer for team collaboration, too. It's kind of like having GitHub's insight features, but embedded directly in your code.
Very cool. All right, number 7 is Live Server.
Ah, Live Server, a front-ender's best friend.
Totally. If you're doing anything with HTML, CSS, plain JavaScript, this is, well, it's pretty much a must-have.
What it does is spin up a local development server for you. And the magic part is the auto refresh. You save a file, HTML, CSS, whatever, and boom, the browser updates instantly.
No more hitting F5 like a maniac.
Exactly. It gives you that immediate feedback loop. So crucial when you're tweaking UI elements or testing responsiveness.
Yeah, I can see that. Especially if you combine it with something like Tailwind or Bootstrap.
Oh, absolutely. You see your changes reflected in milliseconds. It makes front-end work so much more fluid, so much faster.
Okay, number 6. This one sounds simple, but is surprisingly useful. Path Intellisense.
Yes. Simple but mighty. It auto-completes file paths for you as you type.
So when you're importing a module or linking an image?
Yep. It suggests the paths intelligently. Saves you from typos, saves you from having to mentally map out your project structure all the time.
Which in big projects can be a real pain, right? All those nested folders.
Oh, absolutely. It eliminates that friction, makes sure your paths are correct, and just speeds things up. Those little seconds saved really add up over the day, Keeps you focused.
Makes sense. Okay, halfway through our main list. Number 5 is CodeSnap stylish code screenshots.
CodeSnap for making your code look good outside the editor.
Exactly. You know those really nice looking code snippets you see on blogs or in docs or maybe on social media?
Mm-hmm. Clean syntax highlighted.
Chances are CodeSnap was involved. It lets you take these really slick screenshots of your code. You can customize the theme, the background, fonts.
It's fantastic for communication. If you're writing tutorials, creating documentation, explaining something in a presentation, or even just sharing a snippet in a pull request.
Right.
It just makes it look so much more professional and clear. Visual communication for code.
Love it. Okay, number 4. This is a big category, really changing how people code. AI code assistants.
Oh yeah, the AI helpers. This is where things get really interesting.
We're talking tools like GitHub Copilot, Tabnine, maybe Amazon's CodeWhisperer.
Right. These AI-powered tools give you context-aware code suggestions right as you type. It's kind of like having an intelligent pair programmer.
More than just autocomplete then.
Oh, way more. They understand the intent behind your code, or try to. They can generate boilerplate stuff, suggest entire functions, help you fix bugs, even explain bits of code sometimes.
Wow. So Copilot feels like that pair programmer.
Right.
What about the others?
Well, Tabnine often highlights its privacy focus, doing more local processing perhaps. CodeWhisperer from Amazon is really geared towards boosting overall developer productivity, predicting what you need next.
So the main benefit is speed or something else.
Speed, yes, but also offloading the routine stuff. Writing repetitive code, figuring out standard patterns. The AI can handle a lot of that.
Which frees you up.
Exactly. Frees up your mental energy for the more complex problem solving, the architectural thinking. It's a pretty significant shift in the daily workflow for a lot of developers.
Definitely something to watch. Okay, number 3. This one's maybe more subtle, but so helpful. Bracket Pair Colorizer 2.
Yes. Quality of life right here. You install this and you'll wonder how you lived without it.
What it does is assign different colors to matching pairs of brackets. Parentheses, curly braces, square brackets.
Which makes it so much easier to visually track nested blocks of code. Think complex functions, deep JSON objects, tricky JSX structures.
Right, you can instantly see which opening bracket matches which closing one.
Exactly. It reduces that cognitive load of scanning back and forth, helps you avoid silly syntax errors. It just declutters your view, letting you focus on the actual logic.
Simple, but brilliant. Okay, we're down to the top 2. At number 2, we have REST Client.
Oh, this is a big one for anyone touching APIs.
Yeah. Basically, it lets you send API requests, get, post, put, delete, all that stuff directly from inside VS Code.
Say goodbye to switching over to Postman or Insomnia all the time, right?
Exactly. The convenience is huge. You write your request right in the file, hit send, and see the JSON response pop up right there.
It's incredibly efficient. You can save your requests, organize them into collections, easily rerun tests. It just streamlines that whole API testing and development cycle.
Brings it right into your main workspace.
Totally. Massive workflow improvement.
Okay, and that brings us to our number 1 pick for 2025, Thunder Client.
Thunder Client, yes. Often called Postman inside VS Code, and for good reason.
So it's similar to REST Client, but maybe more or different.
It's similar in function, but Thunder Client provides a more dedicated, GUI-driven experience within VS Code. Think of it as a lightweight but very powerful, dedicated API client that lives right in your editor sidebar.
Gotcha. So maybe a bit more user-friendly interface than just writing requests in a file.
Potentially, yeah. It's incredibly fast and has a really clean UI. You can manage environments, save requests, organize test cases. It really distills the core power of something like Postman into a super efficient VS Code extension.
So for developers wanting that seamless, fast API testing experience without needing a whole separate app.
Thunder Client is absolutely fantastic. It genuinely makes in-editor API development feel effortless. It's our top pick for that reason: powerful, integrated, and fast.
Awesome. So that's our top 10, but wait, there's more. We had a few quick bonus mentions, right?
Absolutely. Just a few quick hits that are also super useful. First up, the Docker extension.
For container management.
Yep. Lets you manage your containers, images, networks, all visually right inside VS Code. Very handy if you're working with Docker a lot.
Cool. What else?
Markdown Preview enhanced. If you write any documentation, notes, Reanimaze in Markdown.
Which is pretty common.
Right. This gives you a really powerful live preview with extra features like math rendering, flowcharts, exporting to HTML or PDF. It's great for technical writing.
Nice. 2 more.
Yep. Peacock. This one's fun but practical. It lets you subtly change the color of your VS Code workspace.
Why would you do that?
If you have multiple VS Code windows open for different projects, say a front end and a back end repo, you can give each one a distinct color bar. Helps you instantly know which window is which, avoids mixing them up. A real lifesaver sometimes.
Oh, I could see that being useful. Okay, last one.
Just a small but important one. .env. For handling your environment variables, those .env files.
Right, the ones with sensitive keys and stuff.
Exactly. This extension provides syntax highlighting for those files, making them easier to read, and can help you avoid accidentally committing sensitive data. Just good practice.
Excellent. Wow, what a list. That was a fantastic run-through of some seriously useful VS Code extensions.
Yeah, it really shows how you can tailor VS Code to your specific needs.
And looking at them together, you can see how they genuinely save hours, right? But it's more than that. They smooth out the bumps in your workflow, improve the quality of your code.
Yeah, and honestly, they can make coding feel, well, more enjoyable, less friction, more flow.
Definitely. The big takeaway, I think, is that constantly looking for and adopting these kinds of smart tools is pretty key to staying effective, staying sharp in tech.
It really is. Optimize your environment so you can focus your brain power on the actual problems you're trying to solve.
So maybe the question for everyone listening is, which one of these tools jumps out at you? Which one could you plug into your workflow today and see a real difference?
Or maybe this inspires you to look for other small tweaks, other extensions that solve your specific pain points. Sometimes the smallest additions have the biggest impact.
Great thought. Keep experimenting, keep optimizing that toolkit, and keep building cool stuff.